Hello, this is an exciting game played on Foxy, a 2-down level that black won by resignation, killing a big dragon on the right side. So there's a huge semi at the end, but black has plenty of liberties. So right now, black can push here, play one Atari. This will increase the liberties in the semi, also connect underneath. So this way, white is forced to play a few moves and stay alive with the bottom group. For example, this one, and then Hane or Descent, uh, Hane and Hanging connection. So white is alive, and let's see the liberties for black. Black can push here. Also, Atari like this is Sente. Connect here, it's an option to prevent the throw-in and getting more liberties. White will take away a liberty like this. So white is actually pretty short on the right side. Black has lots of outside liberties. Black covers here, then Atari next. Now there are two inside liberties and two outside liberties in Ko. So black will take away this liberty, white takes this one. Black can capture a Ko or play inside one time. White still needs to take away outside liberties. Now when black captures a Ko already, white is in Atari. So this will be a Ko in many steps, but it's impossible for white to win it. Therefore, white had to resign the game. Very exciting. How it arrived to this point, it's interesting to see, because white was chasing those black stones inside the moyo, but somehow he got cut off and all of a sudden collapse. Let's check it out. White was overplaying in the early stage of this game, and he got punished quite early. So the opening is quite normal so far. Then this is already a little bit of a desperate move. White doesn't need to jump in right away. For white, it's simple to play a move like S16 and extend back, or of course the attached R16 and Hane. So this kind of Joseki we see a lot nowadays. And if black plays a move in the top, like K16, it's not such a big deal because white can take away the extension on the left side. So at this stage, black has all the eggs in one basket in the top, so just one area, while white develops on three sides, or more like two sides and a half. So this should be okay for white, especially that white has Komi 7.5. Therefore, white shouldn't invade desperately in the top. Now black attacks from the left, that's good. White attaches here. Obviously, he is a little bit in a crowded area. He must try this kind of desperate moves. Black goes down, that's fine, and a sun invasion, that's a bit too much. So this kind of moves show that white is already jealous on black's territories. Normally white should slide and then extend on the right side because black's formation is a little bit over concentrated. Also, if white is worried about the top group, he should just turn here and then think about this kind of move to threaten a cut where black will just defend. Now slide in the corner and then extend for a base. If black turns here, white makes nice shape and comes out. So white is safe in the top and also has a base on the right side. It's a much simpler way to handle the top right corner fight. But white was brave and invaded the corner. So black separates, very good. Separate all the way. Atari. And now obviously white goes for a Ko, but it's a bit early to play a Ko fight. And a very good decision for black to eliminate. Well, black can play Atari here, but white will come back and keep fighting the Ko. And it's difficult for black to find Ko threats too. So it's okay to eliminate the Ko because anyway, white needs to play either an Obi or an Atari like this. And if this happens, black can Atari from the outside, white captures, and black will just play away some big points. Approach here, split the side, sun invasions, outside approach, or maybe just a pincer on the right side. So white played a Nobi, and this encourages black to rescue the N16 stone and continue the fight, which was good. So push here. White is supposed to play a Hane, because this gives black a pretty bad shape with a turn and then protect here. So, oh wait. So the key point was obviously N14. When white goes here, black should immediately stretch out to N14, because that's where white wants to go next. Now having this stone in place, black's wall is a little bit stronger with 3 stones in a row, and if white comes out in the top, you can continue the attack on the right side. If white saves the stones on the right side, then it's easier to attack in the top with a vital point and then Keima to surround the top group. So playing just jump, white will Hane here, which gives him a nice shape on the side, but obviously black goes for a bamboo, and then white is on the run. Yeah, if white protects here, black will surround everything and it's troublesome. So white has to come out, and black should actually push through and use the cutting points. There are two cuts here, and whichever black will play, white is going to suffer. So if black cuts at k18, white captures a stone, then Atari, and take the other two stones, either like this or like this. So black connects the group, and white is still somewhat on the run in the top. And this group on the right side is still kind of hanging or floating for in the future. So black should push through and cut left or right. If black cuts on the right and white connects here, black will take the two stones. And if white captures one stone, black will cut this way, then extend to the left. And now white has only one eye. And there's nothing to do in the top because on this Hane, black can turn. And when white connects here, black captures everything. So actually white is all surrounded and killed. And if white tries to kill the stones in the middle, black simply pushes out. There is no way to capture them. So that's how black should use the cuts in his favor. Playing the Keima is trying to kill probably on a larger scale, but it can become tricky. So push, pull back, that's fine. Attach, Hane. Hane, it's quite a natural move, but in order to be safe, you play Nobi. And if white pushes out again, then again, push through and cut on the left to kill the stones on the right. Because this group in the top is just one eye, like that. So white is trying to catch the stones now. Let's see what happens if black cuts, Atari, connect, turn here, wedge, Atari, defend. It doesn't work anymore because there are very few liberties left. Yeah, not good. So white, it's coming back a little bit in this fight. But in fact, black can still use the cuts. Yeah, this is good. And then outside cut, that was nice. But here, black should push first. And this is the way to escape. If white cuts, black has Atari, and when white connects, Atari again and capture everything. So in this position, white has to give some stones. So white will play Atari from the outside, threatening a snapback, then Atari again to squeeze. And now those stones in the middle are hard to save because no matter what white does, black will Atari, then push and cover and kill everything on a large scale. So white has to give up those stones, but at least white connects the tail with this squeeze and now he can play away. For example, a middle side extension. But this is still a much better fight or result for black, locally. So the plan is to push here first. If white captures the top stone, then black can wedge to create some cutting points first and then connect. Now white still has to worry about the top group and also the stones in the middle. So when white plays here, black has a squeeze, Atari, Atari again, Atari from behind, and this group has only one eye. So it's dead. And if white tries to live in the top, for example, white plays this one. Oh, it's still difficult. Then capture the stone. Let's say black covers. Now white leaves small in the top. Oh well, before then there is this connection. So, tuck tuck. Black connects. Yeah, if white doesn't play Atari here to capture that stone and goes for life in the top with this capture or this one. So if something like this happens, white has to leave small. Then black comes out in the middle. And again, it's troublesome because when white saves the stones on the right, you capture the guys in the middle. If white tries to live in the center, then he has a problem on the right side. So this is just terrible for white. Therefore, overplays has been punished. But if you just pull back, he will capture the stones. And now, yeah, actually, black can play, white can play here. It's pretty much the same thing, actually. So now, somehow, black didn't use these guys enough. I mean, black started an action coming out from those stones, could push and cut and damage white early, and all of a sudden the keystones got surrounded and captured, so the result was less than optimal in that local fight. But black is sente. So let's go for big points, that's good. Now here, when we see this kind of pincer, it's more interesting to jump out first, because once you jump out, normally white is supposed to defend the corner. F3, F4 or G4. And now black can decide whether he wants to put pressure or play a counter pincer. But it's always nicer to have the jump in place. Because what happens, if you jump and your opponent goes for a 2-space extension to prevent that kind of pincer, then you play a triple approach. And in general, one shouldn't allow the triple kakari. This is very good for black, because it puts a lot of pressure on this white cornerstone. So white needs to leave like this, which is painful. Black gets a lot of thickness on the outside and can develop the bottom moyo now. So usually jump out and then counter pincer or put pressure. Because if you counter pincer right away, white can cover, and if black just goes for a connection like this, black will end up over concentrated, while white builds a very powerful wall, and then white will set up a nice moy on the bottom side. White is too brave here, so either attach or defend calm, because black is not that strong in that area. So cover like this. If black goes for a life inside the corner, let's say something like this, again white has a very nice moy on the bottom side. So white played the Kosumi, black goes for a double approach. Actually black can still jump out and then go for a fight on the left. But yeah, double kakari is an option too. And in fact here, black shouldn't worry about leaving on the corner and damage the left side. It's more interesting to leave on the corner towards the bottom. So play a hane and then tsuke in the corner and go inside the corner like this, because white will be over concentrated. So it's more interesting to take the corner and develop the bottom and keep going in this direction, because on the left side, after this stone, a d9, white it's just origatachi. Because at the end, what will happen in this joseki, so let's say white plays a big point like o3, black can go down and atari. So the formation here, it's really crowded for white. Lots of stones and not so much territory. Therefore, for black it's interesting to take the bottom side, not the left side. So now if white plays here and black defends, then it's obviously more agi, because c6 can still move out, but white separates this side, which is good. Black leaves on the left, which is fine, but white should actually pincer. It's more interesting to play something like j3. Even if black goes hane and connects, it's not a problem, because this stone is losing the power. Black got the territory in the corner, which is like 10 points, but white has a lot of potential on the outside. So this is better direction of play for white, but white played the hane. In fact, white can go down instead. And now if black extends here, white will jump in the corner and black has to crawl a little bit. And if white plays the block, black has to live in the corner like this. And again, white is strong enough to take away the base, but will attack from this side first. So the hane wasn't that great. Black will block, connect, and black has time to jump on the bottom. And the proper move would be something around here, j or k3. So the thing is, if white plays d2 and black blocks b2, white is not going to play c2. White lost the move here. White should play the pincer. That's why he shouldn't play hane and connect, but just go down to d2. Playing here, white is encouraged to go for a pincer. That's why for for black it's more interesting to play k3. If white approaches from this side, black comes out, or maybe just secure the group, and now white's wall is facing this group, so white's wall is a little bit meaningless. And if white comes in, black can attach on top and just give up one stone like this, because white is over concentrated, and then approach the corner. So that's an option in this case, but obviously white pincers. Actually the pincer should be high and in the middle of black stones, because if white defends here, black wants to extend k4. Therefore this is the right move for white as well. Puts enough pressure both on f3 and o3. So when black plays a move like a double approach, white can attach and go for a big moe on the bottom side. Yeah, like this, both stones are in trouble. So white is really looking at the large bottom side moe. But white played a tight pincer. So black obviously comes out. Maybe white's plan is that if black invades the corner, he will go for this kind of Joseki in cente, then plays another move somewhere around here and builds a huge bottom side. But black comes out, that's very good. Now white extends, and black should play a triple approach here. Always nice to surround the corner with a triple Kakari. Going inside the corner with Sansan, it's a little bit slack, so surround everything. White was supposed to defend the corner, r6, q6, and then black would put pressure here. But this is not a very happy variation for white, even if he can catch the bottom stone and build some territory. Black's wall is still quite impressive and ruins most of the moe. So that's why white decided to play an extension here, but he will pay a big price allowing the corner to be surrounded. So this should be black's follow-up. Black can even play here and then extend on the side. This is fine, it's a much safer way for black to play. Also, black can still play this shoulder hit and attach in order to keep the bottom side low. So Sansan invasion. White plays with fighting spirit. This cut is good. White can also block here, then push, because this is threatening several cuts. But before cutting right directly, white should extend for a base first. And then when black plays another move to stay safe, white it's already fine. I mean, white developed the right side, the bottom, and now can focus on other things like this turn, which is center, and invade the left side. Separate like this is good too. So this looks promising for white. The push is a bit strange. Better play Kosumitsuke. Because if black comes here, white can do this kind of move. Black needs to extend out. And now white has a target attacking the two stones on the bottom side. If black goes here, white will Hane, Atari connect, black needs to defend. And again, white can attack the two bottom stones. Playing just the turn looks like it's losing better options. Another option is just go out, one space jump. So keep black separated. Okay, so we have the turn, block, and now jump. So this is obviously an Ajikeshi to play this exchange. Eliminates better options for later on. Black jumps out, that's good. Hane and hanging connection. That's not really necessary. White can use O4, then clamp at O2. Now black needs to capture the stone and white connects underneath. This will follow up with R2 and Hane, so black will usually go down. Otherwise, if black comes out here, let's say black saves this group first, white is happy to Hane and another Hane in the corner. Black is on the run this way too. So that's a much easier way for white to keep connected and continue the attack. Yeah, this Atari is good. So white jumps, black takes the stone, very nice. There's more fighting spirit for white to play Hane on the first line. If white starts, if black starts the call, white doesn't lose much because this can backfire. So playing here is threatening the connection underneath. And if black plays Atari, then connects like this, black is still on the run with everything. So Hane would be an option, but actually white could play this move. And if black cuts, white can bump, black needs to make a bamboo connection, and white should play another move to stay connected. This way, white is making the territory on the bottom, and these guys are just running into the middle. And white can also build the territory on the right side. So white got separated. Black is looking for eye shape in the center, that's very good. Oh, Tesuji time, nice. That's fine. Push and cut. This PP is good timing, then connect. So far so good. Yeah, white can push here and capture those stones. Black is a little bit on the run here. This is a good move. White comes out, that's fine. And jump in the middle. Actually, the jump should be here. because if black gets to play another stone in the center, we'll build more territory. So let's say white protects the side, then when you jump here, you make this kind of box in the center. But yeah, this jump is safe, even though white can jump from the other side to reduce. Well, it's still unclear. So black comes out, reduces the moyo, took the corner. Yeah, overall black has more territory. White was lucky to catch those 5 stones and save the groups in the beginning, then this 15 points territory in this area, and another 15-20 points on the right, and that's pretty much it. Black got the box on the left, tiny corner here, solid group, another solid group, another corner. Yeah, black should be good. So white Hane, black connects under, that's a good decision. And cut. This can be a little bit dangerous for the center stones. Normally, just jump out and keep the territory on the left side. If white protects, then secure the bottom group and it's fine. So this cut obviously didn't even work. But it actually does. I mean, black can play Atari here and white can't connect. White will play this move, black captures a stone, white Atari, black connects, white needs to connect, then there's another cut. But this can be dangerous for the other group. So yeah, black shouldn't cut here. Push, then jump. Safer. Or once you cut, you want to save those stones. So Atari here would be a fine option, because when white connects, you capture 4 stones. Yeah, but it's important to save this bottom group also. So now black should actually, white should capture this way and snap back. Because playing the Atari from, playing the connection, black can push here in center. But if white plays this move, black will never push in center like that. And the Atari from the other side, it's not a big deal. And now it's still okay to play this one. Nothing happens here. Atari, Atari, and take. Yeah, so now we have a snapback. We could have. Fine. So take the left side. That's big. Really big. Black can play Kosumi, threatening a cut. So those stones are connected, and now jump again. Because if white is going to separate here, anyway the stones are connected in the middle. So playing this Kosumi, it's more like a neutral point. But playing this one, if white tries something here, black will push and cut and catch the 3 stones. Anyway, black still got the move. Fine. Nothing happened in the top. Yeah, this is very big too. For white, it's more interesting to play the attach, then block, and then push through and stay alive. The actual game just turn. This is too brave. So white can play a Keima here or cut 1 stone. Black managed to separate white's groups here, and this is the beginning of the end. Very good turn. This move, actually, yeah, there's nothing to do to save those guys. And here, just 1 space jump. 1 space jump, it's really bad. If white plays here, you block. If Atari, go down, then you capture these guys. Nothing happens. And if Atari like this, connect, yeah, it's game over. So now white is trying to save the dragon, but it's too late. Here, the cut, it's 0-4. So therefore, black should play this move, and white goes down, black goes down also. This is an empty triangle, and, well, black is trying to build more, but anyway, in a semi, you might need to fill up the liberties. This was fine, so he's trying to go for a ko, and almost created 1 eye. So if white plays this move, and black pushes, white can play here, and black cuts the tail, but white managed to leave with half of the group. Therefore, black should play this move, and when white plays here, black has time to connect this stone, because there is no more ko threat or threatening the ko fight. And if this happens, black will push, then push again, and hit the vital point, and it's only one eye. So that's a much more cleaner kill. But this is all good. One eye only. So here, white can leave, give up the tail, but then he loses the game on points. Yeah, not much to do for white. Actually now, black can just play Atari, because if white connects, everything is in Atari, so take the whole thing, and if white takes here, take 2 stones, and that's it. Game over. Like this, white still hopes that he can win the semi. In fact here, black can capture the stone, connect and take a few more points. Because in a close game, white will save this stone and maybe lose by half a point, but in this case, if you capture it, that's it. Anyway, now it's all about semi. More interesting to turn, because when white cuts, you play Atari. If white connects, you push here, then Atari, then take away some liberties, and maybe make eyes on the outside, and this way you don't have to kill. Ah, but wait, my bad. You need to connect here also. Meanwhile, it's the same thing. If white cuts, you gotta connect in the top. Yeah, this was good. That's fine. In fact, it's okay to cut here once, because the liberties are different, and then connect in the top. But actually it doesn't matter. It's still a long semi for white, and there is nothing white can do. Good game, nice win, and actually in the beginning white should have been punished even more, but it seemed that black was in control most of the time this game. Enjoy the review.